Hey, good evening, everybody. How's
Hello.
everybody doing tonight? Oh, Lord, love duck here. There we go. It's terrible when you forget to mute the the YouTube side. All of a sudden, you're hearing yourself all over again. Jeez. How's everybody doing tonight? Who we got in here? Who we got in here? I heard an Amanda, a Sleepless. Hello, Lane. Who else we got? We got Kyle. Hey, Kyle.
Hi,
Good night
Kyle.
for you to join, Kyle. I got something I know you're gonna love here tonight, dude. Uh, it's a guys' dinner. Hello, Laura Lee. Missed you all the way at the top there. Sorry about that. And of course, I got Mama here with me. So let me stick a little bit closer here because apparently, hang on for one sec. The uh, camera's having a little trouble. Sorry, that's why I keep the overhead light off when we do these. Otherwise, it flashes all over the place. See? Gets
Uh-huh.
crazy. So how's everybody doing this fine, cool September Saturday evening? What do we got here? The 10th?
Yeah.
Uh, Hope you all brought your appetites with you because this week's show is it's a doozy. We have for you this week shepherd's pie, and I thought we'd kind of start off things a little bit differently. Normally, I talk about the food and where I get the idea and everything else, or just kind of jump right into it, or we babble for a little bit and then pop into it. Thought tonight, since shepherd's pie is something that's a traditional, it's been around forever and a day. I got curious. I wanted to see how far back it went. And as it turns out, shepherd's pie was actually originally called cottage pie, and it was spelled not P-I-E, but P-Y-E. This goes as far back as 1791 as far as recorded history goes. I had a sneaking suspicion it was probably around a little bit before then because originally it was made up of mashed potatoes and some type of meat. Usually was lamb,
Hi, Cheesecake.
mutton, beef, something along those lines, and that was pretty much all it was made up of back in the day. So really, really interesting. It was converted, if you will, or started being called shepherd's pie by the British, of all folks, and looks like that was started about 1854. And wouldn't you know, it was back then. It was told to be a Scottish dish. How about that? So that was where we really had the mutton and the lamb from. Hey, so yeah, that's the end of my bad Scottish. So it's interesting because the way they set it up and the way it came to be is, as I
Hi,
understand,
Life.
in England, you call the we call it a roast here, but apparently in England it's called a joint. No, not to be confused with anything. Uh-uh. Spike, just settle down. So, but they basically they bought a big hunk of meat that they cooked up on Sunday with the intent of it
You're
lasting
disappearing.
all the way through the week. Say again, babe.
You're disappearing off and on the screen.
Oh, sorry. I'll sit forward instead. I was trying to relax. So much for that. So the idea was on Sundays they'd cook it up like a roast. You'd have it as a roast. You'd have it cold on Mondays. You might hash it on Tuesdays, which is where they'd chop it up real fine and have it with diced potatoes, kind of like corned beef hash. Mince it on Wednesdays, curry it on Thursdays, put it in a broth on Fridays, and then you had your cottage pie or shepherd's pie on Saturday. So that was how that went. There's also a French name for it,
Um,
and
Amanda's downstairs.
Amanda's downstairs. Oh my goodness! Holy smokes! Well, welcome, Miss
Hello?
Amanda. Hello.
Jay,
I'm
Oh,
can
it's
I
cold
make
sorry.
a
down there.
suggestion?
I'm sorry I left you in the basement.
You need to move more towards the center of your screen.
I'm as centered as I'm going to get. Something's going on with my camera here, folks. So we may have to bail on the background for this one and let y'all see
mess.
the whole back messy area here. So I'm thinking about turning my desk around so I can actually stop with the background and give you guys just a nice plain wall on that. So we'll talk about that later. That's not important here. So all right, ladies. Well, since both of you are Canadian and you deal with French better than I do, the apparently the way this is said is Ashis Parmentier, HACHIS PARMENTIER. And I can't do French, so,
He's
not.
Is
fine.
that even French?
That's what they say. It was a French dish, also, and that's what they used to call it in French.
Huh.
So, like I said, you got me. I'm uh, I'm not a French guy for that.
Apparently, a lot of different nationalities want to claim it as theirs.
Oh, it would not surprise me. Would not surprise me in the slightest. It's funny. We seem to be uh, gyrating towards a number of dishes that are ones that can be set up uh, and done different ways, multiple different ways,
Yeah.
which is actually pretty cool because you know what, you can have all kinds of fun changing the recipes up for however you like it. And before I get too far, hello Cheesecake and hello Kyle, or not Kyle. I did Kyle
Spike.
already. Spike. Bad, bad country. So anyhow, thought it would be interesting just to give you a little background on the dish tonight, and we'll go ahead and jump right on into this and show you. This is a little bit of a longer one, so we'll chat some afterwards.
Hi, Laura.
Hello, Lauralee. How you doing?
Welcome back.
Hey, Laura. Hey, everybody.
There we go. And that's an Amanda voice. And there it is. Shepherd's pie. Here we go.
Don't forget to share the.
I did
Okay.
not forget. I did not forget.
Okay.
This is going to be torture. I haven't eaten dinner yet.
I'm sorry. and it really kind of will
And
be
you
too.
may need to turn your volume up, guys, because for some reason this one seems really quiet.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to get a lapel mic when we do these. Because the boom mic that I got for the stand just is not picking up right in the kitchen. So yeah. All right, folks. Like we said on the last show, today we are going to do shepherd's pie. And the way to start shepherd's pie is by working with a mess of potatoes. First thing you got to do, you're going to wash your potatoes up. Right here. And next thing you got to do is you got to peel all these bad boys. You do not want to have the skins in on your shepherd's pie. Now, some people will do it with skin on. Again, it's a personal preference thing. I'm gonna go ahead and get it started. I'm not gonna make you sit and watch while I go through the entire 5 pounds of potatoes. Interesting thing with this, you might notice this is a 5-pound bag of russet potatoes, and normally the russet potatoes that we get up here from any one of the grocery stores are this size or bigger. This would be considered an average size potato in the bag. What we're seeing here is smaller potatoes now. Not sure if we got a little bit of that drought hit them this year. So you might want to look around, see what you can get. Otherwise, you're going to be dealing with smaller potatoes. Anyhow, we'll go ahead. A neat little peeler here that I picked up. Just wrap it on your hands. Stick it on your hand and go straight to town on it. Yeah, I figured everybody's peeled potatoes before, so it shouldn't be a mystery.
I haven't.
You've never peeled a potato?
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I was gonna say
That thing looks pretty cool though. And like that you're using?
it is.
Yeah.
Yep. Actually, Misty found it for me because it's difficult when you're a left-handed person, and a lot of the instruments and utensils in life are set up for right-handed people. And
Right.
whether you realize it or not, many of the peelers are set up to work with a right-handed person, where that blade on the left-hand side is actually sharper than the blade on the left-hand side.
Yeah, I found that at the Dollar Tree, Amanda.
Oh, that's awesome. I'll have to check there.
There you go. And it makes them go real quick too, because you can just sit there and do it. Done. As soon as I get all of them done up, we'll dice them up. I'll show you back here in the bowl what they look like diced up before we throw them in the water. You get your water started. We're going to turn these into mashed potatoes, because at the bottom of the shepherd's pie, you're going to have a layer of mashed potatoes, just like you'd have for a pie crust. And then you put in your meat and vegetables and your gravy, and then have another good heap of mashed potatoes over the top of it. You'll add some of your spices and other stuff too before you put it in the oven to bake it. So once we get all that done up, we will show you the next step. All right, boys and girls, we got the potatoes diced up. We'll make you sit through it all. What I'm going to do is add a little Himalayan sea salt to it before we throw it in to the pot to boil. Not necessary. I like to do it when I boil it. It just kind of adds some of the salt flavor through while you're cooking it. If you add a little salt before you boil them, the potatoes will pick up on the salt flavor. Dropped in. And while they're boiling away, we'll start cutting up the other vegetables, because we've got to go through and caramelize, almost caramelize them. You don't want them completely done. You want them near completely done. And then get the other stuff we're going to add to it. Get the hamburger browned up. And by the time we get all that done, the potatoes should be cookified and ready to mash up. We'll mash up the potatoes, spread it down in the bottom of the bowl, spread everything else over top of it, spread the top layer over, show you all that, and pop it in the oven. All right, guys. It's veggie time. Okay, so go ahead.
I laughed when I was editing this too.
Potatoes, I already washed it. So, make your white down. I'm going to go ahead and add the veggies that we're going to start to cook. When I fully cook them, I've got onion, green pepper, and a no hot pepper. You knew that was coming. And
yeah, he's addicted to the Aloha peppers, guys.
Try them and you'll see why. So when we get that in, then when we get the hamburger brown, we'll get the corn in. Also going to add a can of green beans. It's in there somewhere. Hopefully you see it. And also a can of sliced carrots.
Oh, that's my favorite combo in shepherd's pie.
Uh-huh.
Of brown gravy. So we'll take all the juices, add a little bit of water into it, stir everything together, and that'll set it together in nice brown gravy. That we can go ahead and work with. And I will say that there were only 3 containers left over, and they didn't make it 24 hours. And play with the vegetables. So got Aloha pepper first.
Yeah, those Aloha peppers are super sweet. They're really nice tasting.
I think I'm going to have to try and do those stuffed instead of green pepper stuffed.
That's what I was just thinking, actually.
Yeah.
I think the flavor would be better for them.
You've seen this done. Yeah. Oh, so many times. Try and do this a little bit quicker. Bore your tears. But again, I thought about
I never thought to put gravy in it.
of doing this. Say again. With
I never thought to put gravy in it.
and decided against
It adds a nice flavor and it makes a little bit nicer texture.
the textures. And with the surprise that we have coming up at the end, it actually works better to cook that. You'll see when you get down. It's not something I had planned on, not something I'd ever thought of, but
It worked really well.
necessity is the mother of invention.
It may become our normal.
Yeah, that's possible. Just do one video up and dice them up veggies. And y'all have to forgive me. This is one of my shaky days. That's boring. You don't have to hear that much from me yet. Show you that word. My voice yet. By the time we hit the 100th Good news is, shaky or not, I've never cut myself this way. Only once. And with that same red knife.
Zucchini's good too.
We'll see. We'll see. Oh. Just pop these over into the boat. Oh. Country made a mess.
Yeah, and actually, Life has a good idea too. The sausage or bacon gravy.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So that's a cool thing with these is there's so many different ways of doing it.
Yeah, Kyle's talking about stuffed zucchini. I've never tried that.
Oh, that's yeah. All right, we can do that. Maybe I will do that this weekend coming up. For those to whom it applies, happy Labor Day. Today is Labor Day. So this video is not going to go out tonight. So by the time everybody will see it, will be past Labor Day.
Yeah, it's a little behind, but
flavor munchy. Again, privilege for the cook. Greeny meanie. Fill up another there. That's more color. And I'm surprised I'm going to do with this one. Been debating. Yeah, we have. I know if any chef ever saw me cutting the pepper up like that, they'd have a fit.
uh-huh.
Out of our garden.
Well, that's the thing. It's not professional.
Nope. I ain't a chef. Never have been. Never will be.
I was actually thinking you can see how much love you're putting into it.
Yeah. Well, that's you know, it's funny. And I know I've talked about this over on y'all's feed before, Amanda. But 5.5 years ago, I quit a habit that I'd had for close to 30 years. Actually, yeah, right about it. 30 years. I quit smoking, which was an incredibly difficult thing to do. When you guys are talking about your addiction stuff on Fridays. But when I did that, I discovered I had a sense of smell and a sense of taste, and I could cook. And never trust a skinny chef or a skinny cook. We'll just leave it there. and a skinny cook, I ain't. We talk about Misty making Jethro size portions for meals. Well, you add that in with the fact that I get a real kick out of finding flavor combinations that go together real well. And yeah, we're pretty well doomed.
Yeah, you want to make Amanda cry. You want to show that tort one after.
Oh man, that's not even nice, Misty.
Maybe we'll do that tomorrow during the history thing, just to make sure you guys aren't on the phone so long. She likes it when Daddy cooks.
Oh,
okay. Who said we're going to be on the phone?
Oh, please. Really?
I actually can't because I have my last exam tomorrow.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah.
All right. Well, then I tell you what, we will hold the tort until maybe tomorrow night. You let us know how you did on your exam. and we'll show that as a celebration of you completing your exam. How about that?
Sure.
Well, there's the reason she says that. There's a special reason for it.
Big Red and I have
Special reason, eh?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You want to tell her?
Well, it's one of the things I'm debating on for your birthday.
Oh, that's nice.
Number one. And number two, you get called out in the video.
I get called out?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh shit. What did I do?
You didn't. You didn't. This is something that I plan on making in one form or another. Okay, let's do one more.
Very true, life.
It's one of the things I plan on making when you come down in one form or another. Whether it'll
That's
be
exciting.
banana, chocolate, or vanilla. Haven't decided yet.
Ooh.
Sorry if I move the camera on you.
Yeah. Sorry,
And
that was-
those, I'll tell you right now, those cutting pads that you can buy are the bomb. That's pretty much all we use anymore.
And-
You can get
And guys, the reason why I save those little heel bits of the peppers is my dog Harley is an omnivore. She loves those. So when she comes around when I'm cooking,
Yeah.
she'll sit there until I toss a couple of them at her.
Produce that you got coming in your grocery stores. I went to
Oh wow, Kyle.
grocery
You're still
store
young.
earlier with the
Nice, Kyle.
and took a look, and
Hey, Donna.
potatoes that we've got coming in. I had a
Oh,
small,
hi Donna, I didn't even see you. I'm sorry.
Hello, Donna.
but they were, I think,
I apologize.
She snuck in.
the
Donna never sneaks in. Donna makes an entrance. Okay, let's be honest about that. Donna don't sneak nowhere.
Midwest. Take one thing going all over the place. Sorry, guys. I got the sneaking suspicion
He makes me nervous.
that he's in some of the meats this winter.
Hey, I haven't cut myself yet, except for that one time, and I've learned not to,
Yeah.
say anything karmically challenging.
Tell you, I'm not a prep.
Laura, I never would have guessed that.
No, neither would I. I was just gonna say you do not look it, girl.
This must be talking age stuff.
Yeah. What is your secret, Laura?
COVID.
Shh.
Remember, everybody went
Tell you
nuts over toilet paper.
You see, every time I've ducked down with my head in the camera, you've seen the gray.
And shelves in the store.
Yeah, I got something to show you later, Amanda.
Okay.
Maybe it's not so bad in your area. Maybe it's worse in your area. But we have had
You'll like that too,
a
Amanda.
lot of holes.
You know what I'm talking about, Jay?
Of course, I know what you're talking about. Please,
Agricultural state by far, as everybody knows.
I sent it to you this morning. Hello.
Hello, Ricky.
Hey,
We have
Hey, Ricky.
a
is he in the
regular
basement
level
or is he?
No,
of
I don't think so.
Stuff.
Check and see.
Of the fact that
Uh,
there are holes. Just
can't do it without stopping this thing.
with the general state of things.
Wait a minute.
Donna wants to see.
Why?
I don't know what we're looking at, Donna.
So do this channel and show you guys some life hacks.
We're looking at the onion.
Tighten our belts and not be able to run around.
That's one thing I can't cut. I actually want to try those onion goggles from Amazon.
You know
Oh.
what works is if you keep your onions in the fridge.
Yep. Or put them
Oh.
in the fridge. Put them in the fridge the morning that you're going to cut them.
Enjoy yourself.
See, I keep my onions in the fridge.
Oh, really? And it still bothers you?
Kids.
Yeah, like it's so bad. And like I'll even, because I heard like rinsing them off when you take the outside off,
Oh,
that doesn't help either.
No, but I tell you, I tell
well,
you,
these
really,
ones aren't so bad because they're sweet onions.
actually,
Oh,
these
okay.
these are white onions.
Are they
But
white?
we usually use sweet onions. What are you using? Yellow onions, Amanda?
You know what?
Yeah, regular cooking onions, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're using regular cooking onions, yes, those are
Pass this
more
down.
pungent
They're
than the
deadly.
sweet or the white onions.
Make sure the next generation is.
So, but I'll tell you, you want to talk about crying. What's worse is making a can of corned beef hash, a can of corn, another one of these onions diced up like this, and 2 jalapenos diced up.
Oh,
Then forgetting to wash your hands and
Oh no.
rubbing your eye when you feel like a hair or something got into it.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I maced myself for all intents and purposes.
you did
That
that
was
today.
probably so painful.
Oh, nice, Richard.
I was not a happy
New
camper.
frying pan, Cam.
What the heck? That's an amazing deal.
And once we have that set and browned up, we'll add the veggies to it. And then we'll add a little bit of water and the gravy. And by that time, all right, back in a flash with the hamburger. Yeah, looky. Frying pan cams up. Hey. All right, so
God, that frying pan's seen better days.
and grab our hamburger.
Those are the
believe-
best ones, though.
And believe it or not, this is our 6th one. Let's see if anybody's
Another
Yeah, we got somebody down.
2.5 pound. Actually, I think this is 2.75. Yeah, almost 3 pound
There we go.
container of.
There. Hi, Richard.
There we go. Back to full screen.
Go again.
I'm getting better at this.
Into the pan.
Hello.
Hey, Ricky.
Life, that sounds really painful.
To it here. And
Oh,
Hey,
my
life's here.
God.
Cool.
cool.
Yeah, he's been here for a while.
I was talking about
Or she is.
before,
Honey, I can't see. All I
Yeah.
can see is
Yeah. The video.
Vary things
Yep.
around a little bit.
until I get this thing hooked up where I'm running 2
This
screens.
is a
I'm surprised
chopping
you haven't
tool.
yet.
That's an awesome tool
Or
too,
hamburger.
man.
I
And
want one of
the meat.
those.
It's real handy. Got in here, and as you push down, you twist, and it breaks the hamburger up. Now, unlike the
And it
So-
doesn't scratch no stick pans either.
Nope.
around the hamburger,
And the other thing it's really good for is if you've got hamburger frozen in the freezer and you take it out to thaw, but that center piece just didn't quite thawed, this will cut through it, no problem.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Only thing you got to do is you got to keep a knife around, and I'll show you why here in a second.
You got to scrape it off.
Yeah.
It's not warmed up.
Yeah, they're amazing, Donna.
One of the other little handy things.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite tools when I'm dealing with hamburger
Yeah.
or sausage.
So after the video, I'll show you guys what I got
Okay.
for $20.
Everything was
Poking
locked
it out with
up.
sharp stick.
Where are you gonna put it all?
How about I put it to you this way? It's taking up a ton of counter space right now.
I bet.
Uh-oh.
What did we say? Add the garlic in.
Was that mustard?
Fire's wet.
No, that's garlic. For some reason,
That's it?
that got cut off.
What's up
Yeah,
with
so you don't do a whole lot of garlic with this, Ricky. There's other stuff that goes ahead and
Come to
watch.
the door that you may not be looking for.
Not enough.
Oh wait, he adds more
Throw in a little
throughout.
bourbon molasses with it. So, also throw in the roasted garlic and herb. And again, as I pointed out, I like to use the beef bouillon.
Doris has a really good tip in there, guys. To
What's
wash
that?
your hands with salt to get rid of the smell of the onions.
Oh,
Okay.
And same thing with the garlic.
that's good to know.
Yeah, and he doesn't measure, guys. He just eyeballs it all.
Yep.
A whole lot of this stuff.
Most of our recipes are just do it to taste, whatever you prefer.
That's what.
So Jace, I don't know if Mom told you or not, but I went with option 2.
Okay. I figured you would.
Sweet little alcohol flavor.
I'm gonna go down to Chad just so I can eat dinner.
Uh huh.
I'll be back.
Love you.
Love you too.
Bye.
Spices go into this.
I haven't even started making dinner yet.
Ooh, it smells good already.
Neither have we.
People in the house grilling.
Yeah. We're gonna do something simple tonight. Grilled cheese, and I may actually record Mama doing that one.
No.
'Cause She's good with grilled cheese.
Do as much
Oh,
as
you
those
got to
people
learn to start
don't
being on
call.
camera, lady.
You can smell it.
This ain't just a country show.
You got a whole video of me being on camera.
I have one. Lest you think that's the only one, milady. You would be most mistaken.
There. And we've got this broke up pretty good. Up here,
I need to grow garlic so I can do my own garlic.
I'm
I have-
sitting here looking at the tomatoes, wondering how the hell I'm going to use them all before they go
taters are
bad.
boiling pretty good there.
If you don't think you can use them, you can freeze them and use them in the sauce.
I don't have enough room in the freezer for all of it.
You get a big, huge bag of tomatoes.
On the
A
vine,
bushel. A bushel.
on the vine.
Really?
All right. So,
Nice.
in go the veggies.
How about I put it to you this way? We put everything into the car and it actually rode better.
Oh, wow.
No, not gonna go there.
That looks amazing.
That does look really good.
And
I'd eat it just as it is right there.
Yeah.
You could.
And you could use this as a spaghetti sauce base too, guys.
overly important.
Yeah.
What you want to do.
It is
Put a
much
little
the
water
same
in
as
there
what I
so it
do with
heats
the
up and
spaghetti sauce
steams.
base, except for the
So when you do
seasonings.
this,
Yeah.
put the top on, even
So, and
those veggies that down on the bottom.
just because y'all missed it while we were talking over it, it's important to put like a half
helps
a
everything
cup of
cook through a
water
little bit better.
into
So we get
the mix
going
there.
on the mashed potatoes, and we'll be back.
Sorry,
All right, back to the island cam.
I'll talk over my own self.
Actually, it's not, Donna. It's not that expensive.
What, to make this?
Yeah.
No.
Very easy to do. Use butter, milk. Already got salt in it, so not gonna worry about that.
Yeah, especially if you're making it for a small amount of people. I make larger batches, so ours costs a little bit more. But
Yeah.
Cup of milk.
Yeah. He makes larger batches so that he can take some for lunches potentially.
Get
Yep.
you started.
so while it may cost a little bit more for the initial meal, it saves on
You don't want it to be super
making
good.
lunches when you go to work
Or buying lunches.
or buying lunches. Yeah.
And my soups and stuff I freeze.
Which may not be
Which is another one that's coming up tonight. Actually,
exactly what we wanted to do.
Um,
We may have to
after we get done with this, I gotta set out the
alter
beans to soak overnight and pull the last of the fat back out. Y'all gonna see my beans and ham
Now,
soup.
normally, you want to have
It's more like a stew.
enough mashed potatoes where you can. Let me turn this here. There we go. Where you can set up and have a layer at the bottom and a layer at the top. I'm not sure we're going to have enough for that, so we may have to focus on the layer at top and see what we can do to maybe put a little something on the bottom side.
Hello, Chris.
Up a can of biscuits.
And this is where the problem began. Dun,
There's
dun, dun.
always ways you can play with things. So let me get back to the veggies and the meat. We'll get that set up and rolling, and then figure out what our options are to finish this out for you. Okay, back to the frying pan, Cam. Figure out how to get the cans of veggies.
So it's a can of corn, can of green beans, and a can of
Peppers and
sliced
onions
carrots,
and
along with everything else that
celery
was
are
being cooked.
cooked up. Add these in. Got everything there. We're going to add in the last of the tomatoes from the garden for you. So I'm just going to add those right in like that. And here's the fun part. You add the
Well, that's
gravy
the thing. You could, Donna.
and
You could eat it
for these mixes.
without the potatoes if you wanted. Just have them on the side.
1
Mhm.
ounce per cup of liquid. So it'll tell you that you have to mix these up in a bowl or a pot first when you dump it in. Little note, folks, they don't. You stick them right on in. And make sure you have all of it in there. Now, some people do go, oh, it's going to clump, it's going to clump. Yes, initially it will clump. But, so we're not quite done cooking. That's why I said you cook the vegetables till they are almost done. I'm going to cook this a little bit more to get the gravy all
Thank you,
incorporated.
Kyle.
All the veggies together. All the
And the catch with this is throwing those tomatoes in at the very end
here.
when we add the gravy, or we add the water to make the gravy up, keeps them from being completely mush. And there's a reason for that.
Cups of water. And keep in mind, we already put some water in, but most of that is boiled off. And you don't have to be exact. So,
Donna says you cheated with the gravy.
read about
What?
this to the T. There's
No, there's no
We use
cheating
the
with the gravy.
powder rather than make it from scratch.
No, yes, you can do that.
all around in here.
So
Make sure you get all
But
the powder
remember,
wet.
my thing is not to do everything from scratch, but to show people ways that
I've
they
never seen
can
that before.
Yeah.
make good meals by combining
Mama,
stuff.
Again, Mama doesn't like salt or pepper.
Actually, Laura, the tomatoes from the garden added a really nice flavor.
Difference.
Yep.
Oh,
And by waiting to the end to do them, they didn't cook down to
cook
mush
them
like stewed
together.
tomatoes
Let this
or
cook up for a minute.
diced tomatoes or anything else. They
I
were
think
still
I have
there
a
and they
resolution to
actually
what we're gonna do
popped in
for
your
the
mouth.
bottom side of this.
I do quite often, Laura.
A neat little switch for you.
I do stuff
But,
from scratch.
Come up pretty good. You're right back. All right, welcome back. When last we left our hero, he had realized he was short on mashed potatoes. What was he going to do? I said to myself, Self, what are we going to do? And do you know, myself had an answer. Myself came back and said, James, country, what we're going to do is we're going to take one of these packs of biscuits and we're going to cut these puppies up and put them in the bottom of the dish, just like miniature dumplings. So just like you would do dumplings for Mama's chicken and dumplings, we're going to take a little liberty here. This to make it work. This is what you got to do sometimes, is be creative. It's one of the cool things about cooking is you can be creative. You don't have to worry about it.
We call it fix a dish.
Yeah.
What we're going to do to fix this is we'll take and cut the biscuits up.
It's one of those happy accidents.
That you're then going to layer
Yep.
on the bottom of the dish.
And I've actually used these before when I've done a breakfast bake. I'll have to do that for you guys one time.
Fixins over
So,
top of it.
Breakfast
And
casserole.
What will happen is the biscuits, as they cook up in this, will cook
And I
up.
have
They
a
won't
feeling
ever
that's
look
going to
like
become a
biscuity.
mainstay at Chris and
It's a
Amanda's
little more doughy,
once
What?
we do that one.
Dumplings
The
will.
breakfast casserole.
and they will
Oh.
soak up some of that gravy goodness and the other stuff. the other
So
spices
it is
and the
definitely a wintertime
flavors from
dish.
meat,
And I'm going to tell you all
vegetables,
what,
and everything.
that will start your weekend off wonderfully.
This, a unique dish. So I guess we're going to call this shepherd pot pie. So we take a slide here. So we bring the dish in. And we're going to set up. Oh, you've seen this bad boy before. And this is how we're going to do it. We're just
Yeah,
gonna
my cake pan gets a lot of use.
drop the pieces down in, all over the bottom. There's no rhyme or reason to it. You know, this is a cool thing. This would be fun to have the kids help. Call it biscuit toss.
That's just biscuit dough that you
Biscuit
buy in the
dough.
store, Laura.
Just throw them
Yep.
all over the place. Don't stack them up.
And you can use, I used the flaky one because that's what we had, but you could use the buttermilk
Throw a couple of
one.
them right
Yeah.
beside each other.
The only thing I wouldn't do is
Remember,
like one of the
biscuits,
flavored
even though
ones.
they're not going to go
Um,
full biscuit on us,
There's one that's a honey butter. Might try doing that. That might actually
So while it's
go
not
real
gonna
well
give us
with this.
exactly a pie crust at the bottom. It's going to give us something that's a little different, a little unique.
And it really did roll out into
Soak
little
up some of
dumplings
the
too
gravy
once it
alongside
cooked.
There you
It
have
was really good.
There.
Yep.
And what we're going to do next is we're turn this sideways. We're going to need to bring the frying pan over and overlap it a little bit so that we don't spill. You know, Mama gets messy or Mama gets fussy.
Uh-huh.
Mama don't like when we make a mess.
So ladle this out into the dish. Those yummy, yummy veggies. Nice beef. Spread it out all over everything. You want it all over there. And we got this whole thing in there.
Well, we didn't quite get the whole thing.
So that you don't
Close.
end up with
Yeah.
ups and downs in one place.
Did enough to go back and present the other folks in the house with a sniff
Everybody gets some.
to get their
Yeah.
taste buds going.
I'll be going as nuts as I am right now. Whew. This house for the next 40, 50 minutes
Whoa.
be a torture chamber. One with part number 2.
Come on now. Sorry.
Try and spread it out and cover as much surface space as you can. Then you go
I
back.
forget whether it was you or Sheriff was in the kitchen when I was doing this.
It's,
I think it was Sheriff.
it's going to guide you in a few places. When I say
At least
guide,
I don't remember being in the kitchen.
I can be perfect.
Yeah.
Again, you know, this is not.
Yeah, I don't know why it popped up on the screen like that.
Not worried about having everything be perfectly plated. Because chef's not
Somebody's
gonna
messing
take
with
your
my
ass if you
computer.
don't. You know, this is for your family. So you want it to look nice, but you know, families are a little more forgiving than commercial chefs are in general. I use a fork doing this, it takes longer to do. But when you use a fork doing it,
Yeah, it's on the phone, Laura.
you know what, you can kind of fold stuff under here when you get down to the corners.
Yeah, I think we'll try the next couple of them without the mic. I'll just talk a little louder into the phone.
And you can also use a
Yeah.
fork
At the phone, we'll see.
That or we could use my camera.
Yeah, we can try that.
Not to mention the fact that, you know, hey, let's face it. the kids
I had to keep tucking this corner over because it kept wanting to
kids are gonna
leak
have
out.
to, it's been a little excited. Oh, this liquid is going to get soaked up. Mashed taters. Bad boy up.
Thank you for doing that, by the way.
Yep.
Set that there.
Oh, I
One
knew
of
it was
my
gonna,
worst pet peeves is somebody slopping stuff in the oven.
I knew that one was going to leak.
Back out. At the 40-minute mark.
Oh, wait, Life, it's not done yet.
Oh no.
And add some add some spices to the top of the potatoes. So we'll show you that in a bit. Let me get this cleaned up. All right, campers. I think we're about done here. We actually got about 10 more minutes of time on this. What I want to do is pull it out and add little Mama's Summer Savory to the top. Pretty much whatever I want to add in on this. Roast is pretty good. Grease is drained out to the side.
Donna wants to know how long you bake it for.
We baked it for 40 minutes
This is some of the
and then pulled it out and then baked it for another 10 once I put the spices on it on the top. And I did forget to put paprika on it. I was actually going to add some smoked paprika, which really goes well and brings out some of the flavor of the potato. But the sweet basil that Misty grew this year in the garden really has a great flavor too. And that was the second thing I just added.
Pepper at the top.
A little more salt.
What he puts on the top of it, Donna, is summer savory, sweet basil, and salt and pepper.
Yep.
Another 10 minutes. And then
But I should have also added
some
some smoked
pretty
paprika.
close to being done now. Just got to do a
I
little,
forgot.
little last minute setup. So once we get this done, we'll put it back out
But
here.
you
in
can
front of
add
you.
whatever you want,
Later
or you
on
can
up.
leave it. You don't have to.
Here we go.
Yep. You could have put some granulated or powdered garlic on it, onion powder on it, Um,
I was watching you. Yeah. Yeah. Go jump on the trampoline. I'm busy.
But there you have it.
bubble, bubble, bubble.
One.
Look at that, Jeff.
Shepherd's pie. Kind of more like a mix. But there we go. Let that cool for a minute and plate it on up and show you what the end result is. All right, boys and girls, there you go. Plate it up. And that's what's left after three good helpings. That's your shepherd's pie. Yum, yum, eat them up.
I give you 2 good-sized coffee cups.
Uh-huh.
Yep. So that is that one, folks.
Um,
And
here's a little teaser, guys. That's one of the boxes.
Oh, wow.
one of the boxes. Okay. How many boxes of one do we have? 3 boxes of tomatoes.
This
Okay.
was the Roma tomatoes.
I wish I had gotten something like that. I'd be canning right now.
So, you ready for this?
Go for it.
So, like you saw, that one box.
Uh-huh.
So,
Holy crow.
and
You
then
guys
you've got
found a farmer's market.
pepper and squash and everything else.
Now zoom in on that squash again.
It's an acorn squash.
That's an acorn squash.
Yeah, it
Okay.
just isn't green. the way you're
Interesting.
used to.
I was going to say, it
Um,
looked like a butternut squash that didn't have its little hanging out.
Oh, my.
Oh, there you go. Yep,
That's in the freezer?
No, that's in the fridge.
that's in the fridge.
We have some mangoes that aren't quite good, like they need to be used.
Yeah.
But that entire drawer is full of mangoes. And then I come down to the bottom crisper, and that's
Oh,
full.
wow. Carrots and stuff.
No, that is basically organic poppy tomatoes.
Oh, geez.
Hmm. All right, you got onions.
Yes. I'm thinking chili.
Chili is one. Chili is one you could do. Actually, I'm thinking if you've got that, get onions, maybe some chives,
Cucumber.
little cucumber, and you could do either salsa or pico de gallo.
We also have zucchini in that black box.
Yep. Now the zucchini, you got ground beef.
Yeah, I've got about
Okay.
4 pounds left.
Okay, so you take the zucchini, cut it down the length, spoon out the seeds so that you make a boat in it.
Mhm.
Take and actually do it with dice up a couple of those tomatoes real fine, and take the tomatoes, maybe a little green pepper or onion, and the hamburger, and mix it up. Put it in fill it into the boat area, the gouged out area of the zucchinis.
Right.
Then sprinkle cheese over the top. You could use
Yeah, exactly.
cheddar or mozzarella or anything.
Yeah,
And then,
roasted tomato
exactly.
zucchini
Make
boats. Yeah.
roasted tomato zucchini boats. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
All of those that are in chat right now that saw that but didn't know how much I paid for it, that was $20
For all of it?
for all of it.
Okay.
$20.
That is an awesome haul. Yeah.
It filled the back seat of my car.
Oh, wow.
That is an awesome haul.
So
Well, Donna, that's the idea of what we do here. Is
You
get you
should know
hungry
by
and
now, Donna.
get you hungry and give you different ideas on how to make stuff.
The other thing that I was thinking for the bell peppers is stuffed peppers.
Yeah, and Doris has a good point too. You can grate the zucchini and freeze it
For
for
bread.
bread.
Yeah.
And
But-
there's, I don't know how to do it, but the other thing you can do is get yourself a container of basil, and you'll have to look it up online. I have not played with it. Your mom does the bread making around here, but you can make tomato basil bread. And dude, I'm gonna tell you right here, right now,
Yeah.
tomato
Flipping
basil bread cut thick with tuna salad, tuna fish salad. Dude, that is the bomb right there. Put a little lettuce on that, maybe a slice of tomato with it. If you want to get real fancy, put a slice or two of bacon with it.
I was actually thinking of taking one of the, and to give you an idea of the size of these things, okay?
Uh-huh. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
The other thing you can do is to dry the tomatoes
Yeah.
in the oven.
What I was thinking is of doing with one of these is doing the toasted tomato and cheese sandwiches.
Ooh, add a couple slices of bacon in there. Mm.
Yep.
Yeah, it's the problem is my fridge, the fridge side of it is much bigger than the freezer.
Yeah.
So
But like
That-
if you dry them, and the other thing is, they're saying you could cut up the peppers and stuff and freeze them as well for soups
or
for
spaghetti
dishes.
sauce or whatever. Yeah.
Yep.
But this is to give you an idea. I'm 5'10", right? And this takes up my entire torso.
Yeah.
Like it
And
took
Chris is going, yes, bacon.
it took Nicole and I 2 trips to unload the car.
I
Oh, don't
bet.
doubt it.
And
Don't doubt it.
that drawer with the mangoes in it is almost 2 feet deep.
Yep. And Donna's got another point. You can also make your own ketchup with it too.
That is true,
So-
yeah. All organic.
Now here's
Yeah.
the thing. Here's the thing, dude. When you go doing that, you're going to have to record it because we'll plug them up here as well.
Yeah,
This-
I'm gonna have to.
This being a family based show and all.
The other thing you could do is get yourself canning jars, and you can make a water bath canner out of any pot with a lid.
Oh, apparently there's some cucumbers in there too.
Oh, there you go.
But to give you an idea,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Elaine's
Like,
wanting to know where you got it from.
believe it or not, we found. I think Nicole found it on Facebook. It's not a farmer's market, but it's like one of the food bank style things.
Yeah.
And they said $15. Here's 90 pounds of produce.
90 pounds.
90
Nice.
pounds.
90 pounds. Holy rat cheese. Wow.
I stopped at Chase, and the only thing the ATM gave me was 20. And I'm just like, okay, you know what? Done.
For
Yeah,
that kind of food, yeah.
damn,
It's
dude.
worth it.
Yeah, that's. I think that goes as the find of the week. Yeah,
And they run it in our neighborhood every week.
really.
You won't need it that often.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
You won't need another one for a while.
I'm thinking maybe once a month or once every couple weeks.
Yeah. You
I'm
need to get a
thinking-
freezer.
Yeah.
A deep freeze, yeah.
And here's the thing, because you can do it the cheap way. Okay, you don't have the issue I had. You can get a chest freezer.
Yeah.
Okay, you won't have the issue I have, where your mom goes, "Now I want an upright."
Nicole is actually requesting one of the deep freezes that can hold 2 deer worth of venison.
Oh,
You better get the
snap.
big
Where
one
are you
then.
going to put it?
In the garage.
It's going to have to be in the garage. Here's
Hello,
another one.
little T.
Trajan, say hi.
Hi, T.
Hi,
Hi, Trajan.
How you doing, big guy?
I'm 5.
Yeah, you are.
Bye.
You are. You
It's
are.
my birthday when I was 5.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
today's your birthday.
Yeah.
It was his birthday on the 26th of
Aha.
August.
I was gonna say we're a little late, aren't we?
Thank you.
Yeah, a little bit, but it's all good. But
Can you do a movie for me, please?
I will when you're done eating. Okay.
Okay.
But no, she's been wanting to get a deep freeze for a while so that we can clear out the little freezer
Yeah.
and stock up like 10, 15, 20 pounds worth of hamburger and, not have to worry for a while.
Well,
type
you,
deal.
you will still get freezer burn on it,
Oh,
unless you pull it out of the package that you buy it in, and
Yeah.
get one of those food savers where you can put it in a little bag and suck all the air out of it.
Yeah,
you
we've been doing half pound and pound increments in the double zipper Ziplocs,
Yeah.
Bye,
Yeah.
Dad.
and
Can
it
I
comes out
have-
fine after a couple weeks because that's about how
Yeah.
long it lasts.
Yeah, well, that's the thing.
All right,
So
Dad. Can you make a pasta?
What?
Make a pasta soon set.
Okay, I will see what I can do.
Make a pasta.
The backyard is full of weeds that I've been working on, and he's like, "Can you make a path to the swing set, please?"
Uh-huh.
oh, we have something similar like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And
I can't wait to see the babies again.
Yep.
We're only a flight away, Mom.
Yeah.
Is that a subtle hint or not so subtle?
To give you an idea of what I have to deal with.
It's not as bad as ours.
No.
Yeah, no, it's not bad, but we kind of let it go during the monsoon season.
Yeah.
Because what's the point in pulling weeds when it's raining and it's just going to grow back?
Yeah, I would say so, Amanda. I got a feeling it's my turn to go there next time.
Hey, all 4 of us went out to your guys' place.
Yeah.
Wait, whoa. Back that up a second. You got a feeling it's your turn to go out?
Our turn.
Thank you.
Dad,
Mhm.
why did you buy tomatoes and nose?
Because it was a really good deal.
Oh, Amanda's saying I'm also a flight away, just saying. Or
Yeah,
a 7-hour
But
drive.
see, Amanda, there's one problem that's different with going to your place as opposed to going to see Ricky and the grandkids, and that is you have this little dotted line that's between you and us that you have to have a certain set of papers with.
The passports.
That in order to get across and get back, and we haven't got ours redone yet, so we are waiting on Mama to finish her little fun fest.
Yeah.
So, oh, and that's who. I bet we didn't send one off to her. She could be
Right.
mad.
She's
No,
watching probably.
it's definitely one of those things that now that we know that it's there, we're
Yeah.
going to be taking advantage of it.
Oh, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because
It's
you
like-
don't know how long something like that's going to last.
Well, and I tell you who else might be watching, because he told me that they've actually got decent internet now, and
Yeah.
provided that
Nicholas.
Nicholas may be watching. He didn't want to be up on panel, but Nicholas
me.
might be here. So,
Huh.
yep. So, Sir Nicholas, if you are here, type something in chat and say hi, and that would be Abby as well if she's watching, and if Granny Canuck is watching, please type in and say hi. So, and for those of you that don't know, I have, for the first time in my life, in-laws that I absolutely adore, and Misty's mom and I have just hit it off real well, and she
Uh-huh.
calls me the Yank, and I call her Granny Canuck. So it's not anything rude. It's both terms of endearment. We both giggle away at it
No.
until until I have that small problem where I get her laughing so much that she has to turn her oxygen up. But we won't go there.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Oh, and thank you, by the way, Richard, for helping her.
drive through the gates.
No problem.
Yeah, and we absolutely, yeah, life, you have no idea, dude. Mm. Them guys up in New York, ooh, above Watertown, yeah, they were not pleasant to deal with. Had Misty been a little closer to Niagara Falls, I'd have detoured and said to hell with it,
No.
happily. So, or if she'd have been a little farther east, I'd have gone up to the next one. But the one that we ended up going through was jerks. Sorry.
You
Yeah.
went through Detroit.
And that's not on the, no.
No, we went through Thousand Island.
Oh, yeah. There's your problem.
Yeah. Well,
Detroit's usually pretty good.
yeah. Well, like I said, and we were, I found out that there's also one that's about another hour or two east of the one we hit.
Cliff.
That would have been better, but
Life,
such is life.
You don't want to know what I pay where I'm at.
Let's see here.
All done. All right.
Time for video. Here it is.
No. Put it away. It's up for a reason.
What video are you going to show?
Oh, I'm not. I'm looking up what the name of that border crossing was.
Yeah, let me
Mm.
pull up a video for you, and then I will get you some water.
Alexandria.
No. Tully, Lafayette, Syracuse. Here we go. Getting up there.
Next stop, please.
I don't know if I'd have known that. They got a go-kart thing this side of the border. If I'd have known
Yeah.
that, I'd have planned and stayed. Yeah, Alexandria Bay. Yep, sorry. Yep, that's what it was. That's the one. So I will tell you all this. The Canada side at Alexandria Bay, absolutely great guys to deal with.
Yeah.
So
U.S. side, not so much.
not at all. So we had a guy that actually said that they didn't need any more blue collar folks coming down here. When
You know what I
yes.
would have said to that.
Oh, I did. I flat out told him it was not his choice. It was my choice and her choice.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was the end of that. So,
Yeah, didn't you make that trip down in the Focus?
dude, I made let's see here. Escape, Edge, Focus.
No,
You
I was
made a
talking
lot of
about
trips.
Mom with her
Oh
last.
yeah, I
yeah,
brought
yeah.
my car
Ultimately,
up.
Her trips were up in the Focus.
Other than the Grand Am.
No, she never
Yeah.
made a trip up in the Grand Am.
Yeah, I did when I
Well,
drove
yeah,
through.
you did when she drove through. Right, coming from Alberta. That's right.
I'm
But-
not gonna lie, I'm still surprised that after I went through that car and gave it back to you, that thing lasted as long as it friggin' did.
Yeah, the only reason it didn't last was I got T-boned.
Yeah, I spent almost $3,000 going through that car front to back
Mm-hmm.
to make sure that it would make the friggin' trip. Back when I was pipelining.
Yeah.
Yeah, and life. I'll tell you what. I think the longest wait I had at the border was when they stopped us and turned her back one time.
Yeah.
So that was the longest, and I didn't have very many nice things to say at that point.
Right.
So hey, they let me back, but we came back. What was it the next day? We came back the next day and went through no problem.
Yeah.
So
That's
Mr. Man in the evening just had himself a little problem.
Didn't smoke enough ganja.
No. They had an issue with some stuff that was highly illegal being let through by him.
Not
Mm,
not ours. Not ours. Let's clarify that.
Yeah.
Was not our stuff. There was another
So he
group,
got his finger slapped, and after that, he was
another
rather
group in a
owly.
tractor trailer that managed to smuggle some stuff across the border, and they got busted for it. I don't know whether it was a sting or
Probably.
what happened, but yeah. So
He's lucky to have a job. If he still does at this point.
He doesn't.
he doesn't.
But enough of that.
No more of that. No more of that stuff. We talk of fun, positive stuff.
You want to hear
So-
something funny?
What?
Guy buys a car at a police auction, right? And police auctions, it could be anything.
Yeah.
Seizure, could be any number of reasons as to why the car is there. But he goes to head to Mexico for a family vacation and gets to the border, no problem. The drug dog pops. So the drug dog signals that there's something in the car.
Hi, TG.
And guy had it less than a week and pulls over, and dog signaling at the back bumper, like the bumper itself, not the trunk or anything like that. So the agent pops the tabs on the bumper. Friggin' the whole thing, side to side, is packed full of pot.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
They originally thought that it was his, but then they realized the level of decomp on it, that it couldn't have possibly been his because he had the car for less than a week. And he went in with the bill of sale and said, hey, I just bought this at the auction. And they're like, oh, okay, we'll just take everything out of the bumper and you're free to go. But
Wow.
apparently the car had been used for smuggling. And they pulled close to 200 pounds worth of pot out of the back bumper.
Thank you, Amanda.
What did I miss?
She just timed out TG.
Oh, yeah.
You need to make life blue as well, by the way.
Did we not?
No. I thought you did, but apparently it didn't stick.
Wait a minute. Stop moving.
Thanks,
no.
Amanda, for jumping on that.
Yeah. Not a thing I'm fond of. Life, say something else. And make sure you're blue.
Hi.
Life.
Awesome. I like
Blue.
stalkers.
Damn it.
No doubt, eh, Life?
He's blue now.
It makes life interesting and fun.
Is he blue? I don't see him as
Yes,
blue.
he is.
Okay.
He's blue on my end.
You have to go over to the YouTube side.
I am on the YouTube side.
So yeah, I'm
Okay.
gonna figure this out with everything.
Yeah, you may end up having to give some away.
And you know, the other thing too, Ricky, is if you take some of the tomatoes and large dice them up,
Like cube 'em?
yeah,
Yeah.
you can actually add that into spaghetti sauce,
No.
and that works real well. You could probably also add it into chili and have it work real well.
That is the plan.
I will be
So-
right back, guys. I need a refill.
Uh-oh.
Mine's empty too.
Uh,
You
Yeah,
know, it's
one
got
thing
that big hole in the top of it.
Wah. It's all right. She's going to come out here and find that there's no more coffee.
Uh-oh. Jay.
Heard what?
So the
You have to make
Yaris
the smaller cup.
the Yaris right now is running 2 different sets of rims on it
Okay.
because I did a stupid. Nicole and I were Instacarting, and we had just finished dropping the customer's order off. I drove over a curb,
Okay.
like completely front and back of the car drove over a curb,
Uh-huh.
and didn't realize it at the time, but I bent a rim.
Nice.
At the same time, I put a dent in the oil pan.
Also nice.
So driving down the road, the steering wheel's going like this. So I put 2 of the old rims back on the front of the car. So I've got 17s on the front and 15s on the rear.
No. See, that's no. You have to do it backwards, my son. Take the 15s and move them to the front. Put the 17s on the back,
I can't do that.
and then
The
you buy yourself a little spoiler, you know, that you attach to the back. Uh-oh. I think we're going for a walk.
Yes, we are.
Be afraid. Be very afraid.
Do. Luckily, I have very strong Wi-Fi. It's already got a spoiler.
Yeah. Then you absolutely got to switch the tires. Yeah. So you got to you got to switch tires. Then you got to pick.
But if I do that and I put the 15s on the front, I can't get it in the driveway.
Yeah, you can. You just back it in.
I can't do that because Nicole's going to drive straight out and bottom it out and get stuck.
If you back it in,
If I back it in and the angle of the curb is actually enough that it will high center the car.
sorry.
So with the 17s on the front, it gives me enough clearance to get into the garage or into the driveway.
Mm-mm-mm.
But that's me being stupid. It didn't pop the tire or anything like that. But that gold rim set that you saw, the gold rims, it's $1,200 a set.
Oof. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's not do that one.
So I need to figure out a way or a shop that can fix the rim so that I can put it back on.
Yeah.
And the white car is actually mine as well, but it's not running.
No, just walking.
It. I have to figure out a way to get it to emissions so that it can fail, so that I can get the direct title transfer and put a 30-day temp tag on it.
What?
I have to take it to emissions as is with the check engine light so that I can get that stupid little piece of paper saying that it failed so that I can do a direct title transfer and put a 30-day temp tag on it.
Okay.
Because the previous owners never ran it through emissions because the tag was still good when they bought it. So it doesn't have a record of going through emissions, so it has to go through emissions before I can do anything else with it.
Gotcha.
And it's either I drive it to emissions, which is a 20-minute highway drive on expired tags, or I cough up the money for a flatbed to take it to emissions. They would not let me do a title transfer without that emission slip, which is friggin' stupid.
See, you need to be back here where there are no emissions.
Well, it's $15 for the emission, which is not bad.
Unless you're somewhere where you don't have to do emissions, in which case free is good.
Well, the problem is the address that the car is registered to, because they transferred the title, has emissions. So I have to put it through. I had to do the same. I had to do the same thing with the Sunfire. I had to do the same thing with the Yaris.
Interesting. When I transferred the Focus up here, I didn't have to do that.
Yeah, but when I bought the Sunfire, I had to throw it through emissions to show that it was still good for the tag. Which was fun because I was still getting used to the stage 2 clutch when I did it. So
he's an Arizona life.
Yeah. But I was still getting used to the stage 2 clutch, which is very, very touchy. And upon leaving the emissions, I kind of did a burnout. So I left the bay with the tires smoking.
Yeah, that didn't endear you to anybody.
No, when I came back the next day with the Yaris, they're like, "Oh, it's you." It's like, yeah, I'm really sorry about that. That was not intentional. Hey, baby. I is on panel.
Thank you for doing some reading.
We're gonna have to change his name to Mr. Tomato Head.
Yeah, I showed them the haul that we got.
Yeah, I went to bed at 1:30, got up at 5:30 to make sure we got in line first. Well,
almost first.
As close as we could.
Nicely done. Nicely done.
That is actually their automatic sprayer for like the Glad or whatever Glade thing.
That's an air freshener.
What was that?
The flashing red light
behind you.
Oh.
Loki.
Yep.
Who is what?
Over your left shoulder on the wall, the Glad thing is flashing.
Oh, and life. That's not Jason. That's Ricky. I'm Jason.
No, he's talking about you.
Oh, it's with me. Oh, got it.
It's because of the red light.
Oh, and, well, if anybody's got me, never mind.
Okay, why did it just look like? Okay, it's the background you got going.
Yeah, I tried to put it on blur. Ooh, we lost a bunch of people. No, 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 no. They bailed.
Oop. I,
Yeah, next thing you see is the cat reaches out and goes, whoopsh.
he
Mhm.
has done that. It's
Well,
like
that's why you don't mess with the kitty.
coffee's made. I
No,
already
especially
fed
not this one.
tea. I already fed tea.
And we just lost Jason.
Oh dear. There we go.
Oh, he was resetting his camera.
Trying to.
Yeah, you're getting a bit of lag there, Jace.
Yeah. There we go. How's that?
Better.
It's messy.
Oh wow. It's light.
That is Loki, and he does live up to his name.
Tickle his tummy and let's see.
Screw that noise. You'll see my hand freaking just lacerated.
There it goes biting her.
So anyhow, getting back to the foodage. So trying to figure out what else we can do with those tomatoes.
He's been giving us ideas for what we can use
Yes,
all the produce
please.
for.
Yes, please. I know what I'm using the zucchini for, but we need to know for bell peppers too.
Well, stuffed peppers is one.
Well, yes,
We can dice it for tomato sauce.
Yeah.
You can make your own homemade salsa too, Nicole.
Yep,
Ooh,
and pico de gallo.
sounds very good.
Now the neat thing is if you can figure out how to do it, you'll have to look it up because I'm not the guy for this. Mama might be. Get a room. Mama might be. But if you can figure out how to make tomato basil bread,
Tomato basil bread.
Ooh, okay.
thick sliced tomato basil bread goes amazing with tuna salad sandwiches.
I should probably get that to
What would you like to
Good question.
do?
No idea.
We'll figure something out.
Oh, I know you will. Yep, and chili sauce, barbecue sauce. Yep, all kinds of stuff.
Life says stuffed baked
Whoa.
tomatoes.
Ooh.
Hollow
Ooh.
them out, stuff them with prosciutto and mozzarella balls.
That
Ooh.
sounds really good. Like
Ooh.
Damn.
I'm
Okay.
definitely down to try that.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, you got the tomatoes. You're trying that one.
I got tomatoes for days.
Yep.
You want me to
So-
send you some?
I was going to say, if you guys go back again, you box them all up and send them this way. Problem is, by the time they got here, they'd be banged around so much it'd be mush.
Tomato
So-
paste.
Yep. And it's Donna. It's just the big screen that I have. It's a 32-inch screen. I gave that for Mom and I for Christmas this past year. Was we were tired of messing with the smaller
Smaller waters.
monitors, and with our eyesight, well, mine, I decided I wanted something bigger just for the hell of it. So we got 32-inch monitors, which are actually Roku TVs, which is really cool because they pick up the Wi-Fi and you can actually sit and flick between TV and computer. So that's pretty cool.
What's
Now,
over
next-
my right shoulder is a 70.
Yep. So we got next thing I'm going to do is when we replace these computers this year, I'm going to get one where I can hook up two monitors on mine.
Do you not have onboard video on your motherboard?
Not for this one, no. This one's been around for a while.
No double video outputs on the graphics card?
Now
Oh,
the video hookup is hardwired to the motherboard, and
Yeah.
it doesn't have the fixins to handle
Yeah.
another hookup. Yeah, it's that old. So I nurse them. I don't. You know how I am.
Use it until it runs out of.
I've actually had this one now for. Wait a minute. Eight years.
Oh damn!
And it was pretty hopped up in 2015 when I got it.
Yeah.
which
Well, I
was-
built the tower that I have right now out of your place. The only thing I've changed on it is the video card.
Yeah.
Night sleepless.
Night sleepless, and honey, you are muted.
Good night, Elaine.
So
But no, Nicole's directly above me right now. She's running that tower that I made back then with a GTX 960 and two 32-inch Rokus.
nice.
So she loves having them like this because it's 64 inches of friggin' hard drive space. Or
Depending on what depending on how you have them set up, they can either be one continuous where you stretch it, or you
Yeah.
can do separates. With me, I'm going to do them as separates. So
That sounds good, Doris.
ooh, yeah.
shrimp and grits, yeah.
No, I've got it extended on that one. But right now, she's never had a GameCube before. So we bought her a GameCube this last week.
Oh Lord.
And I've got it hooked up to one of the TVs up there for her. So she's only got one monitor.
And you'll never see her again. She goes. It's like one of those roach motels. Mama goes in and never comes out.
It's like, send food.
Yeah, we did that with coffee tonight. I'm still looking back at Life's thing about the stuffed baked tomatoes. That's really got me. I got a whole visual on that. That's wild. And you can buy the prosciutto and mozzarella not in balls, but where it's in little rolls.
Mhm.
So I'm thinking you hollow them out by those prosciutto and mozzarella rolls, stuff them down in there, and just bake it up that way. Add a little, let's see, basil, oregano.
A little bit of thyme.
I don't know about thyme, maybe. Garlic.
Cilantro would be good.
Cilantro would probably do, yeah.
Maybe a
Cilantro
little
would
bit
be
of garlic powder, onion powder, and away you go.
Yeah, I think that's it. Yep. Yeah, well, and it probably would be. It probably would be. No argument with that. Fresh
Yeah.
mozzarella balls. Well,
Rosemary's
you're
a good
gonna
one
do better.
too.
Yep. Yeah, you're going to do better with fresh always.
Just
So,
fresh is really expensive.
can be.
Depending, of course, where you go to get it.
Good. Sorry,
Oh, don't be starting that.
dude. It's been a long week. I actually turned around and I didn't sleep in thanks to the dogs, but I went back and took a nap this morning.
You got a nap?
I managed to get a nap in.
I didn't get a nap.
Aw. But see, you have a little 5-year-old.
Something
didn't
tells me
know.
Doris is taking notes.
Yeah, I think Doris is going to go try this. So she may actually beat you to it, Ricky.
I can go to the store. I have them. It ain't nothing to pick up what little extra I need.
I hear you. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to go get some zucchini.
But no, it's that I was not anticipating the haul. at
That's
all.
a heck of a haul, dude. I'll give you credit for it. That is one heck of a haul.
It's gonna make a mean chili.
Let's see. If we do this will change. There you go. That puts a little color back in the white.
Yeah, I'm blind.
Bright lights, big boobies. Slow
Yeah.
roast them. Yep.
The low and slow.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. My ex had two settings for the stove for the stove top, off and high.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, never did understood why things would burn like water.
That sounds good too, Doris.
And I have all the fixings except for celery for tuna salad.
Yep, that could be good. The other thing we haven't done a tuna casserole.
Mm.
Not many people like tuna casserole, but I think we could probably come up with a tuna casserole that's tasty.
I love tuna casserole.
It involves one thing that appeals to your mother very well. Pasta.
And I have a huge thing with pasta too.
Yeah. So.
Or if you not noticed that every single dish that I've shared is pasta.
Well, we try and do other stuff around. Yeah, I can do a chicken casserole. You know what? The other thing I want to do is I've been wanting to do those stuffed chicken rolls again.
Sounds pretty good.
Yeah. Well, I think you were here when we did it. Yep. You can use mushroom soup with that. Actually, I use. And the other thing is we could always do another chicken bake or chicken fry. So we do that too. Yeah, we want to get away from the hamburger stuff for a change. Might pull that plank of salmon out.
I got one for you. Slow cooker meal with chicken breast, and it ends up being barbecue shredded bourbon chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sounds good.
And
the bruschetta sounds good too.
We actually went out and bought bourbon for it.
That
and
works.
We cooked it for 8 hours. And oh my God.
All right, wait a minute. Now you got me thinking on something.
That's another thing. We found a carne asera, which is a meat market down here.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Mexican meat market. And you could pick up a whole cut chicken. So, whole cut chicken for $10.
That's not bad.
Here's an interesting one. I'll have to tone it down a little because Mama won't like the jalapeno. But there's a recipe here for chicken tequila fettuccine.
Ooh. Now, okay. Now you've got me thinking as to what I can make with some Fireball.
It's done with, I'll be damned, it's done with spinach fettuccine.
That's a really good option.
All right, you guys, I'll throw this one out there. If you wanted, this is something I've never thought of it. Ricky had me thinking when we started talking about the bourbon. If y'all want to see me try and do a chicken tequila fettuccine, put some ones into chat.
You got 2 thumbs up from me.
Yeah, I gotta look at this recipe. So the one thing we gotta do is find a workaround around the jalapenos. Yeah, all right. Done deal.
Richard's doing the thumb up.
Oh, I saw that.
Oh,
I saw that. Oh, really? Mama likes the idea. Okay. All right. All right. We'll hit that one for this
Save
weekend.
that one for later.
Yeah, I'll go out. I'll go out and grab that. Ooh. And Spike, you didn't. Yes, he did. Son of a gun. Now, y'all wonder why Donna or why Amanda popped out on us? All right, I just realized that Spike sent something with me. Check this out. This is why Amanda bailed on us. Spike is at it again.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Is that pork?
This is barbecue pork chops.
Oh.
This is not dissimilar to how I do the boneless ones. Yeah. All right, Spike, you little rat. Damn it.
Life is saying, what about poblano peppers?
I can do those. They're not as spicy. So we'll I tell you what is I'll get that. Let's see what the Scovilles are on that.
Is he singing?
Mm-hmm. And you'll never guess what room he's in.
Right behind you, isn't he? Oh,
No.
And which
Okay.
I'm sorry, which peppers was he talking about?
He's in the bathroom.
Poblanos?
poblanos.
Poblano.
He's
He's
saying
in
they're
the
way
restroom.
milder.
Oh, I know they are. I just got to make sure that they're like mega mild. Tell you what, I'll get a couple of them, and I'll chop a piece off and let you try it. And if you're okay with it,
Okay.
we'll use that. So, and I'll try and come up with a another one. Maybe suck. All right, Doris, is that me or is that Spike? Or is that life? Doris, all Doris has said is that one of us sucks, or maybe
All
many
of
of
us.
us suck.
Probably all of us for making her hungry again.
Yeah. And life, yeah, they are much milder than jalapenos. And I have actually gotten away once when I completely gutted the jalapeno with putting that in. The funny thing is she'll eat pepper jack cheese. Yeah, go figure. She'll eat pepper jack cheese, but she will not eat anything that's that. So, oh yeah, well, if it was me,
Right?
if it was me, then yeah, I'd have the jalapenos and the habaneros in there, just
be
for a
right.
little variance of flavor. So, yeah. So as a matter of fact, the other morning, for breakfast, I opened up a can of hash, a can of corn, diced up an onion, and diced up 2 jalapenos and put in there. Now, here was the interesting thing. We have a new spice here that's a butter garlic or a honey garlic. And that I sprinkled that over top of it and then actually added a liberal squirt of honey over it and fried that up. And that was pretty damn good. It had the spice, not a whole lot, but it had the spice and also had the sweet to it beforehand. So
I wouldn't get it for a minute, Doris.
yeah, that makes sense. I'm sorry, Donna. That sucks. I will actually really cry the day that my stomach gives up on being able to do spicy stuff. Misty will tell you I spice up a lot of stuff
Mm-hmm.
when
So-
I cook.
Nicole and I found these. We have an air fryer, Best friggin' buy that we've ever had.
Huh.
Air fryer loaded. Okay.
That's for fries,
Interesting.
for French fries.
Okay.
Ooh.
That works.
Garlic Parmesan chicken.
McCormick's has a lot of good spice combinations.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
there's a ton of it. I still love sitting.
No,
Every
you're
once in a
saying
while, I'll
that
sit down in front of my
dark.
spice cabinet and just pop it open for a sniff and then close it. Pop it open again and close it. I know it sounds stupid and silly, but it's a relaxation thing. So
You get enough spices together. What I miss is that place that we used to go to, their friggin' barbecue sauce or whatever it was.
yeah, up in Berkeley Springs, there was a place. I don't even remember the name of it now.
Yeah.
But absolutely phenomenal.
Oh, Earth Dog.
Earth Dog Cafe. That's it.
Yeah.
Absolutely phenomenal pulled pork barbecue. Amazing pulled pork barbecue. They also, and I've done Rubens. I happen to love Rubens. I've done Rubens all over the place, and for being a hole in the wall that's in the
They've
middle
got
of
one
West by God, Virginia, instead of New York. These guys made one of the best damn Rubens I've ever had in my life.
I
And
tried it once, and it was just like,
yeah. The other thing they would do real good is they do not fried chicken, but I guess it was
their barbecue chicken, the rotisserie.
the rotisserie. Thank you. The rotisserie chicken they did was really phenomenal too. So, and the cool thing is they made their own barbecue sauce and they would sell it by the pint. And I bought 2 pints of it when Ricky and his ex were down and made a set of my ribs using that. And
My ex growled.
Yeah.
I tried to clear her bones to make room for more, and she growled at me for grabbing the bones.
Only time anybody's ever growled at my table before. Was a unique experience.
Yeah. Well, I prefer the growl to being stabbed by the fork she was holding.
Well, yeah,
I was just going to say.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Hey, so one thing we haven't said. Anybody who's in here who's got a channel, drop your link. So that's one of the things that this is for is growth as well. So if you've got a channel in here, drop your link on it. Let's get everybody added. Get everybody in there. So, and I know one I'm going to have to do because she's not going to be able to do
Right.
it. Yours. Put yours up here. Doo-doo-doo. That's the one thing I do look forward to is when I have enough subscribers. Yeah, if anybody's out there that's not a subscriber yet, please subscribe. I'd like to get to that point where I can rename the channel. So it's not just a hodgepodge link. It's actually something that makes sense.
Yeah. So you can get your own dedicated link.
Yeah. Would be nice to get to that point. Would be nice to get to that point. So. Put this in here. And that is Misty's channel. That may not have come up right.
Yeah, it came up okay.
Okay. So I realized I posted that in StreamYard instead of over in YouTube.
Yeah, it came up.
Okay. So, all right. So chicken lime or chicken tequila fettuccine with lime sauce.
Hello, Beth.
Yeah, I think we could do that. I definitely think we could do that.
Hey,
Beth.
So, Mom,
Oh.
What we were talking about earlier, when is that potentially going to happen? Or do you know offhand?
I don't know for sure.
Okay. Why does it sound like you're stuffing your face?
Because I have a chip in my mouth.
Hmm.
Sorry. I'm not. We'll talk later about it.
Okay. No worries.
Hmm. So things going on in my house that I am not aware of.
No, you're aware of it.
Ah. Oti doti.
I just sent you a PM, Jace.
Got it. Understand. Understand.
Jake found another house.
Oh, Jesus.
This one's perfect to deepen his internet.
Yeah.
You guys aren't making it easy on us. You know that, right?
Well, this one gets more complicated because this one
I'll send him the link.
we can actually set up an in-house greenhouse for Mama. Yeah. There's a room set up that way.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sending you the link, Richard.
Yep.
I will look at that later.
Yep. Be prepared for a phone call.
Yeah.
So. Yep. So I'm trying to think what else
Especially
can we
if
do
I
with
show
this.
Nicole.
Let's see. We've talked about BLTs. Get the chicken fettuccine. Yeah, 1,000 to 1,500 Scoville units is not bad for the poblanos.
Yeah, because you
No,
got to
that's
remember,
actually
some of it's going to tone down because of the cheese and stuff.
Yeah. Yep.
So it should end up just on the spicier side, like just on the spicier side of the pepper.
Like, I can handle banana pepper, spice-wise. So,
All right, wait a minute.
So over to Facebook real quick.
Well, that's yeah, because you have a mild kick at 500 Scoville units. That's why this is a little bit more than that.
I just flipped over to Facebook and saw the message that you sent me.
yeah.
That's not a house. That goes a little bit beyond being a house.
What did you send him? You did send.
13,290.
What's the price on it?
Give me 1 second and I'll pull it up.
It's the right one.
219.
Yep, that's one. With the big windows there.
Uh-huh.
Yep, that's
Yeah.
the one.
That's
On
not
2.5
a house.
acres.
I don't qualify that as a house.
Oh, what do you qualify that as?
A miniature mansion.
Ah!
Okay, Donna. Love you.
Compared to this house, that's a freaking mansion, dude.
Yeah, well, it's a little bigger than this one here too, but you know, in anticipation of grandchild visits.
I'll admit, though, the current energy level that they have, I think they would run you ragged.
Oh no.
And it's got, when you look at the pictures,
I'm
It's
not going
easy-
into the pictures right now.
it's easily convertible.
I am not looking at the pictures right now.
So, no, the one thing you do want to do is look at the street view when you do. So,
Okay.
and realize how far down the road you got to go to get to the driveway.
Yeah. You would definitely need a plow or something because, yeah.
Well, yeah. The riding mower is
We'll see.
strong enough to throw a
Thank you,
little plow
Donna.
on it.
Yep. You have a good night now.
Good night.
So, yeah, and I think we're winding down here. Probably going to cut this in about 10 minutes. So now that I've said that, expect that Chuck is going to show.
Yeah.
So he fooled me last week. We were trying to call it last week, and he didn't show. But we said that. What did we say? We said that, and somebody showed. Who showed it the last
About
last
3
week?
different people.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens
Yeah.
with this one.
So I have a friend that's possibly coming over tomorrow to help me with that car.
Nice.
Cool.
So it may live again.
That'd
Cool.
be awesome.
The other thing we got to do, I got to do, and I'm going to have to do this one for you because you got the boys up there, Ricky. Is do the spaghetti pizza.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yep. That's one. As a matter of fact, I think that's. Ow! Oh, that's not a funny bone. Oh, son of a.
Oh, on that desk you made too, Rich? Think about the metal edge.
Yep.
Ouch.
Okay. Ooh, that hurts. Anyhow. So yeah, I'll do the chicken tequila fettuccine first, and then we'll do the we'll get the fixins up and do the spaghetti pizza. So is that one we can do with a number of goodies, and that's a fun one.
I'm probably gonna spend the next hour trying to figure my way through on making dinner tonight.
Whatever it is.
Doris says, I don't feel a thing.
Yeah, I saw that. I wasn't going to comment on that one. Doris.
Come on, Doris.
I love
Thanks.
you, Doris. So no, whatever dinner is, it will function. It will focus on tomatoes, I'm sure.
Maybe.
Make tomato sandwiches.
I don't know. I don't know if Nicole's ever had those.
It's easy. 2 slices
Yeah.
of bread, tomato,
And
salt, and
cheese.
pepper. Well, you can add cheese.
Well,
See if
the
you
way I
got-
remember you and I used to make them up at Grandma's was 2
Toasted.
slices of tomato, cheese, and horseradish.
Yeah.
Papa's horseradish. He
Yeah.
got so mad at us.
Yeah. We finished the jar of horseradish.
hello, Trajan.
Hello.
Hey, honey.
You got somebody is photobombing you.
You look just like your daddy. You know that?
Uh-oh. It's time for giggles.
Trajan, you look just like your daddy.
No.
You more than I can't see your screen.
No.
Oh, you can't see him?
Yeah.
No, can't see you.
Yeah, I do that too, Doris. There we go. Can you see it now?
No.
No.
He's
No.
talking about your camera, Mom.
Oh, of course.
Oh,
I
Grandma.
can't see you. There you are.
There you are.
For a split second.
Grandma's playing hide and seek, Trajan.
Found you.
Uh
Yeah, just tell her peekaboo.
Big boo.
huh.
You know, he's up over my waist now for height.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I believe that.
65 pounds.
Well, the rate it's going, you're going to have to send us both the
Leave
boys'
it.
sizes like
Leave it.
the middle of what? November? So we can maybe get the right size for December.
Right.
You just have to do You just have to do what we did with Nicholas is you find out what size they're wearing now,
And
And
go a
then
size
add
bigger.
a couple.
and you go the next size bigger.
Add 2 the way they're growing.
Really?
There's 2 of
Okay.
us.
Well, yeah. You have your
Um,
brother. You have your brother Leonard.
Yeah.
Where's Leonard at?
He's with his dad until tomorrow.
Ah,
There's one.
I know, buddy.
somebody's getting tired.
Yeah, he's foregone the nap at Cats.
Ah.
So he's at the point where it's like, okay.
Yeah.
And then he'll get into the energy where it's like psychotic level of energy,
Yeah.
like that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, okay, I know you're beyond tired at this point.
Yeah. He's going to crash hard. Okay, go watch your video.
Yeah, go watch
Okay.
the movie.
Love you.
Okay.
Oh,
Ow. That hurt.
Why is it that reminded me of Sonic?
What was
Just-
it he just ran into?
Hits and bounces
just-
off.
That wall right there is right beside the kitchen.
Oh, wow. So it's like a half wall,
Yeah.
and he just ran into it.
He just ran face first into it, yes.
Ouch.
Oh, I have seen him take his shoes off and go for a lap around the bottom floor, and he will run face first into the garage door.
Nice.
no.
Just can't
Yeah,
stop.
Doris. Both the boys are adorable.
Yeah.
They're going to
When
be
they want to.
heartbreakers.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
What?
Just keep talking.
Oh, fine. Okay.
But no,
Entertain for a moment.
I can't believe he's already 5.
Uh-huh.
It's unreal.
Think about your Uncle Billy. I was 4, and he was still a baby, and he was bigger than I was.
Yeah. Well, he came out chubby,
Uh-huh.
and he's stocky, like
Yeah.
stocky.
He is going to have your height and Uncle Billy's build.
Mm-hmm. No person in their right mind's gonna mess with him.
No.
Oh no. Come on.
Meanwhile, Leonard's a string bean.
Mm-hmm.
He's up.
But he's going to fill out when he gets older.
He's up to pure on me.
Yeah, Leonard's going to be one of those ones he grows up tall and straight, and then when he hits his 20s, he's going to start putting muscle on.
Yeah.
Here is
Meanwhile-
Yeah.
one of my favorite pictures. I can't show the other one because it's actually us in the front of our place, but this is one of my favorite pictures of the grandkids.
Yeah.
That was 3 and 7.
Yep.
And you notice they are almost the same height.
Yeah.
Now they are the same height.
Yep.
That's
And then,
scary.
where's the other one? Let me get the other one up here.
They can wear each other's clothes.
Uh-huh.
And there's 4 years apart. Leonard is 9.
This is another one of my favorites. This should have been you guys should have done this on a Christmas card.
Oh, one of the ones we sent you?
Yeah. I got to get it done up for the Rogue
Oh, yeah.
Gallery.
Yeah.
Yeah. That should have been Christmas in Arizona.
No.
Actually, I think that is the one you guys sent me to put on the wall.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But you notice that was just this past year. They are the same height now.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, Doris. I find people that can do that are just amazing. I don't know how. I look at food and I put weight on.
Oh yeah. Oh shoot. When I was in high school and in college, I'm gonna tell you what, we could pound food no problem. We would pound cheeseburgers, double cheeseburgers, Big Macs, outrageous amounts. We would go when we had study sessions where we had 6 of us in our in our initial room setup in college, we would go and get 48 cheeseburgers from McDonald's, and they would make us try and do that. Try and do that going through the drive-through. I dare you. I dare you.
They'll
They
get
will make
pissed.
they will make you get out of the car and come in because it is too big an order. But for 6 of us, we would get 48 cheeseburgers and sit and just pound them down while we were studying.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah.
So,
Not-
do you still have the hollow legs, Richard? Him growing up, I could never keep him full.
I
He was
ate,
one of those proverbial ones that I should have had a rotating door on my fridge.
she made a 9x13 scratch made lasagna.
I made 2 of them.
She made 2 of them, and I ate 1.5 to myself
Yeah.
and asked for dessert.
Yeah.
Well,
And
thank
he
you.
ate a whole angel food cake by himself.
And welcome, Colette.
Hi, Colette.
So yeah, we have a new person here.
Welcome, Colette.
Yep, welcome. So we take anybody and everybody, and glad to have you in here. So if you're Colette, if you're somebody who's got a channel that you're trying to grow as well, drop your links in. We're
You have to make her blue
yep,
in order
we're
for her
on
to put her link.
we're on every Saturday at 8:00. We generally run for about 2 hours. Show a little bit of food videos, different from what you see with a lot of other places where they pop a recipe at you and let you go. I kind of take it a different route and show folks it's easy to make stuff. You just got to sit and take a minute or two to prep up and run it through. And you don't have to be crazy skilled or have a chef degree
Is that
or
Colette's link,
anything else.
Doris? Thank you, hon.
So thank you. Yep. So
It's not giving me, even though I'm blue, I'm not able to make her blue.
No,
Yep,
you can't.
no,
The only one that
I
can
got to.
is.
Yep. And I will
Gotcha, Colette.
hop over that. And let's go here. Where's she? There she goes.
Thank
And
you,
there we go.
Doris, hon.
Absolutely no problem at all.
Yeah. Yep. So we got a couple more videos to release. I know I keep talking about the damn sausage and cabbage one. I swear to God, I'm gonna release that this week. Silly me. But also coming up, we got quiche. Made 2 quiches this past week. Spinach and mushroom quiche, very close to a quiche Lorraine. And we also made what I call the kitchen sink quiche, where we put in broccoli, bacon, onion, diced up tomato from the garden, and that really made an impression with it too. I think that was everything that we had on that one, except for the shredded cheddar cheese. So we'll show you that one, and then
Watch yourself.
and then we've also got one that's going to be near and dear to Amanda's heart. We made a tort this past week, and this time we used chocolate pudding to get it done.
Look at Richard's face.
And let me tell you something, the raspberries really popped with that chocolate pudding. Of course, come to think of it, so did the sliced strawberries.
Yeah.
So yeah.
No, I have this face because Trajan just threw a foam plane in the living room.
And he's not supposed to.
Yeah.
What's wall mounted to the freaking wall behind me?
Yeah.
Something I can't replace right now.
Well, I think what we'll do is we'll call it here and let you go have a little chat with Mr. Man.
Yeah.
And this week, watch for a couple premieres. We'll pop that out, and I'll take a look here and see about getting the fixin' set up for this chicken tequila fettuccine for next week. and maybe
Thank you, Colette.
we'll have something new for it. So we'll see y'all then. Until then, thank you guys for
Thank you,
coming out.
Doris.
It's Saturday night. You got lots of options in YouTube and other places that you can go and hang out. We really appreciate it's heartfelt that you come and spend time with us. We hope what we give you is something that's helpful and educational and fun, and shows you that you don't have to be the end all be all to cook and make good meals. You know, it's a lot of what we do here is comfort food. I'm not sure the chicken tequila fettuccine next week is going to qualify as a comfort food, but hey, who knows? Maybe we got the start of something new. We'll have to check it out, see what happened. So,
have a great night, everybody.
We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Thank you for coming, and we will see
Have a
you
good night.
same bat time, same bat channel next week.